Welcome to the World Book Day Book Bazaar live stream. Today, we are pleased to invite Jsim Education to introduce and launch two new titles. BBC Earth magazine in English, and That's Singapore, a Mandarin children book. Let's welcome Jsim Education.
Hi everybody, welcome to the World Book Day Bazaar 2021, and right now we are on Facebook Live. Hello everybody. I know that we are streaming on two platforms right now, so we do have participants and audience from two platforms. Feel free to say hi on either platform. My name is Jsim and it's a pleasure to be able to represent Jsim Education. They have been actually doing a lot of educational efforts in bringing different quality publications into Singapore. So everybody please type hi in the comments, and of course remember to like and share the post. Hi CY, MHCY, hello, hi everybody. And of course this is powered by Go Guru. And this bookbazaar.sg, right, when you go to the website, you can actually find a virtual book fair. There's a series of webinars. So given my understanding, there are 6 different virtual halls. So it's really like an actual book fair, except on the digital realm. So you have like free webinars, you have things like different talks. Of course, you have like up to 40% off many different publishers' books, which means that a lot of publications are on great deals. So if you are sourcing for some materials to read, and of course to upgrade yourself and to learn about new knowledges, or including for those for kids or for your friends, all around, bookbazaar.sg is the place to go to right now. So from now until 2nd May, there's up to 40% off wide selection of titles. Now this year, I think it's pretty interesting because they also partner with Storytel to give you like I think if I didn't forget, it's like up to 30 days of free audiobooks over there. Hi, hello. Yes, remember to tag your friends as well. So Cecilia, hi. So these are all great behavior because you can actually help your friends to win something. Later on, we will be giving out some publications of BBC Earth. So some of the latest, the most recent issues of BBC Earth. So make sure you stay around. Including, we are also giving up to 5 1-year subscription of BBC Earth. It just gets better and better. The deal just gets sweeter and sweeter. Now, I'm representing Jsim Education, so just a heads up for all our friends over here. My friends, from Jsim Education, if you're watching it on Jsim Education page, you probably have seen my face before because I've helped them to I've worked with Jsim to create some of these very educational videos on some of the publications that they have, including like the very famous Science Comic of Singapore, Science Adventure. We have done stuff for Reader's Digest, National Geographic, many different fantastic publications out there. But today I have with me 2 important ones. One of them is BBC Earth, and the other one is actually a Chinese publication called 这才是新加坡. Hello, Mei Ping. Yes, LNS, that's the way to go, right? Whenever we go online, it's all about the like and the share. And of course, one more thing, LNST. The T stands for tag. Tag your friends, please, so that they can get a chance to win all these fantastic publications. Once again, we're giving out some recent copies of like a BBC Earth. We are also giving out 1-year subscriptions of BBC Earth as well. So fantastic publications all the way. Hi Brenda, hi Mei Ping, hi Insiu. Yes. Please advise your friends to come online as well. So a quick note about Jsim Education. So they have been bringing in lots of great books and publications for kids, including like if your kids are in like secondary school and primary school, right? They got a 知识画报 and stuff like that. They have got that going on as well. So not just supplementing like our average consumers, but also to schools also. Hello. Yes, good afternoon. Yes, please remember to say hi once you are in here as well. Yeah. So Jsim Education focuses on letting kids have the ability to read, that literacy, and also most importantly, cultivate that interest to read and to learn. I think it's very important because for parents, if you have the handhold all the way, right, it's not going to work. At one point, it's going to snap. But if the kid has developed a sense of inquiry, a sense of curiosity that fuels him or her throughout his life, he will be a self-learner. And that's very important, and it's what we strive for over here at Jsim Education. Now, a quick introduction of myself as well. My name is Qing Hong. So other than being a content creator, I've worked on many different projects from MediaCorp to Singapore Press Holdings. I'm also an MC. I'm also a radio DJ on UFM 100.3 on the weekends. So I'm kind of like bilingual because I do Chinese radio, but now I'm presenting in English. So I have a very strong interest for reading. In fact, I read every other day. It's a form of therapy for me. because I find that in books you find a sense of space and time that's truly just yours, so you can relax and unwind. At the same time, you can acquire new knowledge. I think all these are very, very important. The only thing I regret about reading now, which you will also, if you start reading now, you'll regret something. You'll regret that you didn't start earlier, because you can cover so many more books and gain so much more information, and taken a more direct path to who you are right now, right? So remember to tag your friends as well. So guys, we're gonna play some games before we start on introducing some of the fantastic publications over here, right? We are going to see, right, who are the first 10 unique commenters. If you're the first 10 unique commenters, now Cecilia is here to help me with that as well, right? So you just have to comment, right? Hashtag, you put hash and then you type first. Hash first. Type it right now. And if you have successfully clocked in the first 10 unique commenters, right, you will get one copy of BBC Earth March and April issue. Comment hashtag first, FIRST, right now in the comment section. Whether you are on SBPA, Facebook, or on Jsim Education, we are going to give you a copy of BBC Earth March and April issue. Yes, I see MHCY. Yes, Insu, I think yes also. Yes. So if you comment like 5 to 10 times, right, just relax lah. Once we see your comment, please relax, because there's no point getting 10 copies of the same magazine unless you want to use it, as a scrap paper, which is a total waste, because this is like the most recent issue of BBC of good stuff over here, right? Hi, Kemi. Hi, Supan. Yes, Kemi, Mei Ping, right? I think first. Wow, you're so smart. You're trying to circumvent, type even shorter. Instead of FIRST, you're type 1ST. I don't know if Cecilia counts that. I'm okay with that as well. No problem. Okay, keep it coming. Thank you once again. So today we do have 2 publications to introduce to you. Very shortly, our admin is going to contact you to let you know who are the people who actually won the issues of BBC Earth. Those of you whose comments have been highlighted earlier by Cecilia, definitely you'll win a copy of BBC Earth. You will need to collect it from us lah. Okay, cool. So today we want to tell you a little bit more about our publications over here. Fundamentally, because these are fantastic publications, and on top of that, right, I think for BBC Earth, there's a lot of credibility and credentials over here. So basically, right, when you read it, and every piece of information that you acquire is curated and it has been researched by international researchers, right? So today we want to share with you some of the knowledge over here. So Cecilia, if you don't mind, we're going to give a close-up on the magazine
we have over here. This is the March and April issue, yes. So everyone is hoping for a miracle cure for COVID. Apparently, yes. And vaccination is definitely underway. So if you have taken vaccination, good for you. You can go to cruise without being swabbed. You can go to big weddings without being swabbed as well. So there has been a lot of other miracle cures that have come our way in the history of mankind. So we're going to share a little bit about that later on as well. And you will find that you are very lucky to be vaccinated by injection. Later, I share with you how our forefathers, our ancestors actually vaccinate themselves. It's crazy, guys. So every issue of BBC Earth, right, basically what you get is that you have some very, very interesting articles about science, history, and nature, which I'm going to share with you. And it's matched with breathtaking visuals because they go a lot in telling the narrative of the story. And the beauty of the stories is that they're all very short. So let's dive in right away. So you have the contents page. Of course, this is the standard, yeah? So I'm not going to go into the contents page. I'm just going to go on to some of the hand-picked articles I have over here. So the first one might make you feel a little bit disgusted, but hang on with me. I won't show you this for too long. This is actually army ants, guys. Let me see whether the viewership will drop or not during this time. No, okay, you're all braver than me. Okay, so these are some of the most amazing predators in the jungle because they do not, they do not outweigh their predators in weight or size or speed, but they overwhelm you with numbers. So over here, right, this is actually one of the article inside that suggests that an army ant hunting swarm is one of the greatest spectacles of the natural world. So many times during fieldwork in the tropical rainforests of Costa Rica, Kenya, and Venezuela, the researcher is actually very startled. He walks or she walks, I'm not very sure about the gender of the researcher, right? So, and he sees that a patch of rainforest floor of about 20 meters wide start to come alive with hundreds, thousands of ants over here. And what's amazing over here, if you do notice that how do they get over these obstacles, right? So there's a crevice across the rock. What they do is basically they will use their body to plug in the hole within that formation and enable the other ants to crawl over themselves. So it's very, very interesting over here. And of course, if you take a look, right, this is probably like a grasshopper. And when the prey item, you can see that it's significantly bigger than it, right? The ants will actually work cooperatively. Now, if this is the level of teamwork we have in office and corporate, right, the world will actually advance a lot more. But obviously, we are not as united as the ants are, right? So basically, they'll break it down with their very sharp claws. They will actually look at the incision, cut off certain parts and move it all together as a swarm. Now, one of the most interesting things is that, I find, right, in this article, you know of ant nest, right? Everybody is like, oh my God, if you step in ant nest, you are doomed because you're going to be swarmed by ants. Now, for the army ants, the ant nest takes a very, very different form. I'm going to show it to you right now. So what happens is, this is actually an ant nest. Right, so if you can take a look over here, I'm just gonna raise this stand just a little bit to give you a close-up. It's like a cathedral shape. Okay, viewership is dropping slightly, I suspect because they are a bit sick of the ants. I shall not give you a too big of a close-up over here. Right, so what happens over here is that they use physically their bodies to actually construct their homes, their nests, and that nest is temporal, which means they will keep moving. So the reason why they keep moving, right, is because they are so successful as predators. So naturally, after you finish this patch of the forest, whatever prey you can find, you move on to the next forest, right? So this ant nest design is amazing, is spectacular because during the hotter days, right, they will actually expand, leave more spaces in between to give them more space for breathing and more air to pass through. When it's cold, they actually huddle together closer. And of course, the hierarchy with the ants queen and right in the middle because it's the most important to their reproduction. Okay, I shall move past the ants. I think a bit earthing, right? Yeah, it's a bit disgusting after a while. Right, guys, so this is one example of the BBC Earth article that we have over here. And I'm going to show you the next one, which is talking a little bit more about lifestyle in relevance to science. What do I mean by that? So during the pandemic, right, a lot of us do encounter burnouts because basically your kids are out of control, you're home, your mother is screaming at you depending on what age you are, and there's a lot of issues that we face as humans because we have never spent so much time together. So in this article, they actually have a very, very important advice for you. If you're feeling the burnout, right, number one you should do is actually to exercise, because exercise actually releases certain chemicals that make your body feel much better and is associated with the positive affective experience, which will increase the likelihood of maintaining and repeating the behavior, which means the more you exercise, the more likely you are to continue exercising. So if you haven't even taken the first step out of the door, I would advise you to do so. And how you do that? You know, every morning you wake up, right? Even the fittest people get like sick of exercising, like can I skip a day and stuff like that. So you put your running shoes near to the door. Once you see the running shoes near to the door, this is actually part of habit activation, and it's scientifically incorporated into like the 5 habits as well. Yeah, if you know the 5 habits, one of the very, very good books around as well. One of the good piece of literature on self-discipline. So these are some of the articles that are featured inside. I shall go on to the next part. This is actually an article on links, but I shall not go too much into the biology and stuff, right? So the next part is actually very interesting. So human size and behavior. Are humans very naturally clean and tidy creatures? Now, depending on who you are, you might answer this very, very differently. So the science suggests that, right, we are actually not. So you can use this excuse for your spouse or anything else. We are not naturally clean and tidy creatures. So what makes us clean crazily, make sure that dust is not around and things like that? What makes us clean crazily is because this is actually driven by our sense of disgust. You know, disgust, right? So the emotion actually prevents us from a risk of infection. Basically, we are not born to be clean and tidy. We are only clean and tidy because we are afraid of falling sick. And this is actually a hardwired habit to keep us alive, so that we don't get these infections as well. So now we're just gonna play a tiny quiz, right? So basically, just now I was sharing some of the animals earlier, right? One of the very, very key creatures. So I'm gonna give out like 3 copies of magazines. Cecilia could help me with that, to anyone who can tell me the right answer. Earlier, I mentioned that there is a breed of ants. There's a breed of ants. Maybe Cecilia can turn the camera back to me. So earlier, I mentioned that there's a breed of ants in the jungle. They are
Pattern, and they have this nest that are made out of their bodies themselves. They will plug the hole when they are crossing a gap, right? A gap between the rocks, right? They will plug it themselves with their body. So, what are this breed of ants called? Wow, you're so smart, Sherry. I haven't asked you, you answer already. So I'm gonna give a copy of the magazine to the first three answers that come in. Right, this is a breed of ants, a very very special breed of ants. And if you get bitten by them, right, good luck to you. It's gonna hurt like hell, right? I haven't been, but I hope not lah. Yeah. So Sherry saying army ants. Yeah, we got like two more comments. So two more comments. You will each receive a copy of the BBC Earth magazine. Care to venture a guess? So what breed of ants are they? The ones that are predatory and basically they form the ant nest with their own bodies. Who are they? Okay, MHCY as well. Congratulations, well done. Sufan as well. Yes, I think these are my top three. Thank you very much. Don't worry, we are still giving up. And we still got the Da Jiang at the back, right? So we got 1 year subscription of BBC Earth as well. Later, we're going to give out that one, right? So this is just one copy, and this happens to be the March and April copy of this BBC Earth. So you can see the level of detail, and I've just handpicked like maybe just 3 interesting articles I personally find. So I normally skip the astronomy part because I'm not that big on that subject. Like when you talk about like dark matter, black hole and stuff like that, I'm not that big. But if you are, right, there's a lot of coverage on that inside, including human behaviors, biology, chemistry. And I'm just going to move on, right, to another copy of BBC Earth. I'm going to show you all the good stuff, basically. So hang on with me.
Because remember the like and share, guys. Remember the like and share. Later on, we will pick up a few people who has done your like and share and give you an additional stuff. Okay, so let me see. We're going to pick out one person who does your like and share, right? And then we're going to give out 1 year free subscription of BBC Earth. Steady or not? Yeah, because sincerity, man. So for BBC Earth, just to let you know, in a year, you will receive 6 copies because it's a bi-monthly, which means that basically 2 months worth of stuff in one issue, right? So if you've already done your like and share, can you just type LNS over here so that we know, right? LNS. You know the rule. People who watch Facebook Live know the rule. You type LNS, right? It means that you have like and share. At least I learned this also. It's like internet literature. Yeah, like and share. Come, guys. Right, while you guys type the LNS, I'm going to go on to the next content. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit to the January and February issue so you can see the different copies and what are the main stuff that they feature over here. So basically, right, this issue features a very, very interesting, sorry for the bats, okay. So this is quite interesting. As you know, in Europe, it's actually getting quite bad, but because of human rights and other stuff, they are not actually doing a fantastic job in controlling the pandemic. So this is one of the ways they're dying right now. So even on lifestyle and the different habits of the people around the world, how they mitigate the coronavirus is actually quite interesting. So this is actually under a bell jar where they can dine. You see safety distance, right? You are yourself, right? And his food is inside his corner. It's a bit like the cone of shame where the dog wears when to avoid licking the wounds, basically. Hi, thanks for your LNS. I see Sufan, I see MHCY, I see Zaliha, Christina, Fuyong, Sherry. Thanks. Yeah, so we'll give out one person. Later, the admin will just close the eyes and pick one person. Okay, like and share. Right. Okay, and this other issue is very interesting. That is this robot. So basically in chemical lab, right, if you have been a chemist in the lab before, you know how difficult it is actually to replicate experiments. Basically, you just replicate stuff in like different quantity and test what's the right quantity and test whether there's effect. So they actually invented this robot to repeat these experiments, and it's called KUKA. So KUKA, the brand, I believe the company is called KUKA, and the mobile robot actually costs like 50,000 to 150,000 pounds, which is basically you can buy like I think a BMW in Singapore. So you just look at this and it's probably a BMW or a Merc in Singapore's pricing. But the thing is that it can actually replicate thousands of experiments every day without fail and with great precision. So in some way, some of our jobs, even though you might think, right, you study your whole life to be a lab tech and stuff like that, it might be easily replaced by the possibility of automation. So these are some of the stuff that can use. So when students study this, right, it's actually very interesting because it does help them with logical reasoning and like, for example, to prepare for GP and basically for your like geography, history and nature. every one of this is actually covered within like BBC Earth. So it's like a mix of different things. So if you think like for example for me, right, I do have a wide ranging field of interest. Like so for some of the history I'm interested, I'm mainly interested in biological stuff and human behavior. So all of these are actually all covered under BBC Earth. Whereas if you purchase a copy, let's say of BBC History, then you just get history lah. Yeah, so this is a bit of a mix. Thank you very much for thanking our friends as well. Hi, Annette Mangopoa. Yes, I remember your name. Your name is very, very special. Now, there are also these tiny bits of fact over here. I know you can't read this, but let me do you the favor of reading this out for you. So basically, right, it has been proven that doing good does you good. That means being kind, you do good, you actually get benefit out of it. What kind of benefit? So science has proven that volunteers, research study, volunteers who help out for at least 100 hours a year live longer and healthier life. This is a study of 13,000 adults, which is carried out at Stanford University. So in Chinese, we say 好人有好报 lah. When you are nice, right? When you are good as a person, you get good karma, good rewards. So this actually, and the researcher actually say that perhaps this is why our minds and bodies are rewarded when we give to others, is because humans are social creatures by nature. So we thrive on social companionship as well. The other thing is that, right, if you have very Haolian people, you need to share this with them, right? A very proud and arrogant people. So people who rate more highly on modesty tests, this is also another research, are more likely to be happy and less prone to depression. So this is another interesting fact. So they got these little snippets of facts about human behavior all across as well. Now, the other one, I just realized I forgot to share with you another fun fact. Right. Sorry, let me regress to the other magazine because I wanted to show you this amazing thing, okay, of how people used to vaccinate themselves. It's crazy, guys. You're gonna love it. All right. Okay, let me see if I can find this over here. Yeah, it's over here. Okay, so basically, in the past, there are several pandemics in the world, right? Now we are experiencing COVID. But one of them is very, very, very important, which is the smallpox and cowpox. So it used to be very, very deadly. So apparently for smallpox killed half of its victims, which means like out of 20 people who get diagnosed, right, you are positive with smallpox, half of them actually die. So there was this father of science in terms of like the vaccination of smallpox. His name is called Edward Jenner. So what he realized was that, right, people who get smallpox before, they don't actually people who got cowpox before, right, they don't actually get smallpox because the virus is very, very similar. So over here, he had the idea that, okay, so he needs to infect people with smallpox in order to get rid of cowpox. Now, right now, it's called vaccination. So it's something that we all very familiar with. But in the past, it's such a radical and novel idea. So how do they do that? Not with needle. They don't inject like your COVID and stuff like that. What they do, right, is actually they will get this tiny dose of smallpox pus. Imagine the pus that comes out of your hand. Sorry, it's a little bit gross. And they will scratch it into your skin. They will literally like scratch the virus into your skin so that you get vaccination against cowpox. Gross or not? Would you like to be vaccinated against COVID in the same way? I don't think so, right? People take like COVID blood and then just scratch it into your hand. Yeah, but this is how they did it. It's insane. And the other one, which was actually about this rabies, right? So rabies was a very, very deadly virus as well. So the other scientist called Louis Pasteur, so he actually did this vaccination by injecting the infected saliva extracts of rabies infected basically animals, right, into the brain of a live rabbit. And then he removes the spinal cord after the death of the rabbit. He dries it out for a few days, and then he injects the extracts of the spinal cord into the patient to prevent rabies. Crazy or not? You see how people used to be crazy. But these are exactly the stuff that lead to innovation in science. Yeah, so this is some crazy stuff lah. Honestly, this is some crazy stuff. And I think, it's amazing how we've come so far that one single injection, or rather 2 doses of the COVID injection, actually gets you immunity against COVID. Right. So Cecilia, maybe we can come back to the room for main camp, right? So right now,
we are going to give out 1 year subscription of BBC Earth. Now, if you are interested in BBC Earth, I hope you are. I saw a lot of comments along the way. We do hope that you are genuinely interested in BBC Earth, of the knowledge, of the power of the knowledge. Now, I want to share with you over here that BBC Earth, other than the fantastic content that they have, well researched, well documented, there's also worksheets. So after you actually purchase it from Jsim Education, there's a set of online worksheets that you can test your knowledge on your memory retention, and of course for the kids to learn more in a more organized fashion. So the worksheets are actually available for both the teachers and the students as well. Right. So congratulations, Rina Chong. Rina Chong. Yes, Rina Chong, congratulations. 1 year of BBC Earth subscription. Well done. Okay, now what we're gonna do is that, oh, you can't hear me. Is it just Saliha or is it our side? Okay. Voice drop. Really? Okay. I'm just gonna continue talking. If any of you face the same problem, if you can't hear me, please let me know. It's quite ironic because this instruction I'm giving is verbal. So anyway, if you can't hear me, just let me know. Okay. So right now, what we're gonna do is that we are gonna give out another 2 lucky participants. You are gonna get another 1 year of BBC Earth subscription. Okay, so today is the 25th of April. Let's do this. It's gonna be fun, right? So I'm looking for 2 unique winners. You are each gonna win 1 year worth of BBC Earth subscription, which means you're gonna get 6 magazines coming to your household. And this is how we play. You type hashtag. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the hashtag. Since it's the 25th of April, we're gonna let the 25th winner. Okay, we're gonna let the 25th winner as well as the 25th person and the 4th person that types hashtag BBC, hashtag BBC. The 4th and 25th comment, the person will get 1 year subscription. All right, you just type hashtag BBC, the 4th comment and the 25th comment. This is the 25th of April. 4th comment and the 25th April, you will get a copy of the BBC Earth magazine. Sorry. You'll get 1 year subscription worth of BBC Earth. Yeah, just hashtag BBC. Let's see. But it's gotta be a unique winner which means if the 4th comment and the 25th comment is the same person, we shall award it to the 26th person, right? So that's how it goes, right? So we're looking for 2 unique winners. You can comment more than once. We are just looking for the 4th comment and the 25th comment. Okay, keep it going, guys. Hashtag BBC, because the magazine that we're introducing today is the fantastic BBC Earth magazine, guys. It's amazing. I've shared so much information on the army ants. I shared some information about the vaccination strategies and techniques that the old physicians used to use. We have spoken a lot about the different types of, all the different science inside. Just amazing. It's all well researched and documented. Once again, if you purchase this from Jsim Education today, I would like to let you know later on the pricing as well. So it's 1 year, right? 1 year, basically, right, for this BBC Earth magazine. I'm just going to check. So, Cecilia, you help me to highlight the 2, okay? Thank you very much. Right. So for BBC Earth, I just like to check out on the price. So right now, if you go to the website, what you'll find is that it's about $48. But right now, we're giving a live sale price of just $45. So if you are interested, grab this great copy. Can you imagine? 6 copies a year because it's bi-monthly. So every 2 months you receive a copy and you can learn so much information. If you just read for me, I read very selectively. So for the things that I'm not so interested in, for example, astronomy and stuff, I just skip it. But I still find that, it occupies maybe an hour to 2 of your very, very meaningful time. And definitely it's a magazine that both kids and adults can enjoy together. So if your kid is still in a lower primary, for example, you can actually read to them. But for upper primary and secondary school onwards, they can actually just devour this entire magazine in their own time, just like the army and stuff. Yeah, they are able to do that. So if your kids are interested in science or STEM education, basically, this is definitely one magazine to go for because Earth covers history, science, nature, all this, you name it, right? So do we have the 4th? So basically, if you want to buy, right, I just want to stress, sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. So all you have to do is to WhatsApp Jsim Education at 9827 0872. You see the pop-up message 9827 0872. So if you have more questions, feel free to bombard it with them. And of course, it's just going for $45 right now instead of like 48 something going on the website. It's definitely a fantastic price for quality education. Right. So Cecilia, do we have the 2 winners of the 1 year subscription of BBC Earth? I'm looking out for the winners right now. Right. So, oh yes, beautiful. Let me go forward a bit. Ng Mei Ping, well done. Ng Mei Ping. Well done, Mei Ping. Is the 4th, right, Cecilia? 25th. Okay, who's the fourth? Who is the fourth? We're looking for the fourth commenter. So, please stop commenting and relax lah. Yeah, the fourth and 25th long gone already. Just the ship has sailed. Oh, MHCY. Well done, guys. 1 year subscription. Woohoo! 做得好，干得好. Yeah, I'm speaking Chinese because the next book we are going on to is going to take you on a tour around Singapore, right? So we take a look at the numbers. Later on, if the live stream is still going at a healthy number of viewers, we shall give out another 1 year subscription of BBC Earth magazine, maybe even 2, right? So now I want to introduce you to this book. Let me get it ready first. So this book, right, it's an amazing publication. It's called 这才是新加坡. Sorry, I got a lot of post-its sticking out. Yeah, but don't worry, your copy will be clean. Because I just want to mark out the areas that I really feel that it's really, really amazing, right? So once again, for Meiping, right, and Meiping and MHCY, right, please WhatsApp Jsim Education to get your price. So layers with them, please do that, right? So 这才是新加坡. You know that nowadays we are not actually we can't travel freely, but you can actually do a lot of tour to rediscover Singapore as the government suggests. And on top of that, right, what makes the tour exciting? If you think about it, how do you make it exciting in Singapore is through knowledge and the additional information. Like I can tell you some things that you might not know that this book is going to tell you later on. For example, the Helix Bridge in front of Marina Bay Sands, the shape, what is it? Do you know that? The double helix bridge, right? What does it represent? It actually represents DNA. And there's many more tiny secrets, pockets of secrets in Singapore, in 这才是新加坡. Please pardon me for our friends of different races, right? What we're going to do is that we are going to go through this in both Mandarin and in English because it's fundamentally 华文书啦 is a Chinese book, yeah, so we can't stray away from the language as well. 那在这边呢，我们今天要讲的就是这才是新加坡. I'm very excited about this book. So basically, right, if you get a close up on the book,
you will see that this is a very, very fun animation. So you have a lot of different icons of Singapore, including the Malayan, Sir Stamford Raffles, Aming or Aming's descendants lah. No way to tell an orangutan from the other one lah. Yeah. So 这才是新加坡呢. Interestingly, it's written by a Chinese author, which means from China, and she comes from a very prestigious university in China, and she appreciates Singapore a lot, which is why she's dedicating this book to Singapore. So the snail over here is actually, right, Wally, and Wally is the main character. So your kids or yourself, right, is going to travel together with Wally all around Singapore, and with the help of this little travelogue 这个是我们的旅游手账，所以边旅游的时候呢，你可以边看一些不同的东西，像是for example, you can actually plan out what you're gonna bring. 千万不要忘了你要带什么呢？你要带旅行手杖，你要带雨衣你要带水壶 or anything, water bottle and stuff like that. This is actually for travel planning. So it's quite fun. You make it into a day excursion. And these are all the different areas that you are supposed to tackle, different tasks. For example, I'm going to show it to you. 这是我们的这个清单来的，所以你可以看到，滨海湾建筑师。你要拍下他的照片，一起跟鱼尾狮拍创意照。You know, people love to put like their mouth to the Malayan like drinking water from the Malayan's vomit and stuff like that. Anyway, so this is something like that. And then over here, right, this is actually another task. 这个可能那个字小了一点他们是说在小印度学习印度人用手抓饭吃。So this is actually eating with your hands. Is a unique experience. It's actually not as easy as you think it is. Don't believe me, right? You go and try. Don't worry, yeah, but make sure you sanitize your hands, okay, on behalf of Singapore government and also for your own sake. So this is a travel log that will accompany you together with this book on an adventure all around Singapore. So 我们废话不多说我们直接给大家看一下. So for example, this book, right now what happens is that there is actually a great discount also from $34.78. Right now it's just $30 right now. So if you want to buy, you can actually contact Jsim Education, and they are definitely the official distributor. So you can WhatsApp to 9827-0872. 9827-0872. Right, guys? So 这才是新加坡 is very, very interesting. You follow Snail, right, Wally, right, and you go all around Singapore. So I'm just going to show you a few pages. So it goes like that. 在这边的话呢，你可以看到这个是它有一个故事的，就是 Wally 是怎么开始旅行的。Okay, so how he start to travel and goes to Singapore. By the way, the Wally series, right, he actually covers a lot of different areas. If I'm not wrong, he covers France, Italy, a lot of different areas as well. Yeah, I can't be sure about the country, but I know it's a lot of different countries. So Singapore is one of the stop. So if you're more interested, you can actually look up online on how to purchase. Contact Jsim Education ask them if they have the other series. Yeah， 可是从新加坡开始啦。So 在这边的话呢，你可以看到它有一些新加坡的小知识 ，small little nuggets of information。在这边呢，你可以看到好像我们已经很忘记了 ，right？ 这个东西给大家看一下，5颗星代表是什么？代表是民主、和平、进步、公正、平等。You have your democracy, you have progress, you have fairness, you have justice. So this is actually part of the pledge as well. And the red color in the flag, 红色呢代表平等和友谊。那弯月呢是代表着新加坡还是新成立的国家。像初1到15的时候，月亮也会改变，对不对？说从最小到最大，这是那个意思了哦。So this is some founding knowledge of Singapore as well. Now, we're going to go on to the next page. This is a very, very exciting book. So one of the key things I picked up over here, right, a very, very common sight in Singapore, but you might not know the story. This is called 5-foot way. So you see a lot of shop houses in front, they have this space, right? Actually, it came about, 有人讲这个是来佛式建筑. Some people say that these buildings are actually founded by Raffles. So it's also prominent if you go to places like Malacca, Penang, you also notice 5-foot way, right? So this is not a coincidence because it's under British rule that they decided because Singapore's weather is very rainy, very hot. So this ingenious solution actually provides a sheltered walkway, the earliest form, right? And when you walk on sheltered walkway, there's one thing you need to be mindful of, which is they are all on different heights. And I've heard before the reason. Because last time, right, you know, as they build the streets, yeah, the drainage sometimes, when they are lower than the road, what happens is that they get the water actually seeps over and it gets into their compound. So they actually layer and layer and make it taller and taller. So very, very interesting. You can actually visit this website. And of course, it's www.goguru.com.sg to purchase this copy of 这台是新加坡. Or you can actually also WhatsApp us lah. No problem. Yeah, 5-foot way. Very, very interesting. So these are of the some. It's called 来佛寺院. Yeah. Now, next one, right? As you go over Singapore, you'll realize that all over Singapore, there's different races. So this is actually telling them how to tie the sari. 这是教大家怎么穿这个纱里。纱里是印度人非常传统的一种服装。所以还有就是个 henna 啦 ，henna 在小印度也是非常非常的普遍。所以他也是告诉他们说，诶，这个颜料是用植物的枝叶制成的。It's from natural plant ingredients. 干窗画上去的时候是棕色的，但是干掉之后呢会有褐色。So it's all about taking notice and appreciating the fine things of our culture. Seriously, these are things that we have not looked into until COVID came and disturbed our plans to go overseas. Otherwise, you know, you'll be in the Nara feeding deer and stuff like that. But seriously, it's time to revisit our own culture with this book. 这才是新加坡. So all throughout, remember, you'll be accompanied by this. This is 我的旅游手账 is a travel log. Now, I'm going to go on, and if you take a look, yes, there's a Malay culture, telling them about ketupat, telling them about satay. So you can use this book, right, as a reading guide for taking your kids all around Singapore, especially in a month where June holiday is coming. Yeah, 在6月假期的时候，也是可以带你的小朋友一起去环岛，一起去看看这个真正的新加坡。Like I mentioned, so the 双螺旋桥, by the way, if you want to teach your kids some powerful vocab, this is a great way to learn all the different translations. Like we all know double helix ray, I have Chinese one. 我不知道 Yeah, 它叫双螺旋桥 double helix bridge. So it actually represents DNA and it symbolizes the DNA of Singapore, which is very strong, very resilient. So 从这边你会发现它很有趣的，它从这边在联想到基因他在讲如果说你的父母是例如说红头发的，其实会把那个基因传下去。So it actually talks about genes in a very, very fun way. Yeah, how genes are hereditary, how it resembles our parents and stuff like that. So there's a lot of content over here. 滨海艺术中心的 Esplanade. All these are very, very common places, right? And then I'm going to give you some very, very interesting details over here, right? So listen up. If you have ever been to Gardens by the Bay, you will notice that this is very, right, in Hokkien we call chill lah, in English called beautiful, in Chinese we call 漂亮. So you will realize that the flower dome and the cloud forest has a very, very beautiful and almost unique kind of architecture. But what is the reason behind this architecture? So apparently, right, the shape of the dome, right, actually allows this heat to dissipate faster by forcing it up all to the roof. There's one of them. The second part is the slant, the curvature part of the roof actually allows rainwater collection to the underground system to use it to water the plants. Isn't that beautiful? This is actually all about flower dome and cloud forest, and this is actually the intricate part about the design that you might not ever know about. The other part is actually about the Crazy Rich Asians venue lah. So you have the your super trees, right? So they do actually have a lot of solar panels going around. So in order to make this energy for and actually right, if you take a look， 在这边的话呢，我们其实讲到我们的滨海花园的时候呢，它其实因为很多树，对不对？因为很多落叶了嘛，所以它修剪下来的落叶呢，没有用的枝条，其实都会被送到滨海花园的这个能量中心燃烧来发电。So all the twigs and leaves that fall from these trees, right? Yeah, not from the super trees. The super trees are actually not botanical, they are actually artificial. But from the other trees and plants around, they're actually used to incinerate for more power as well. So it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful design. 那即使在 highway 即使在我们的快速公路呢，在 BKE 那边，其实也有跟小孩子分享的一些不同的知识。So it actually talks about the different animals that uses the EcoLink at BKE. And Singapore is one of the only countries in the world. I'm not sure if you are the only country, I can't testify for that, who actually makes a highway for the animals. I don't think we are the only one, but we are one of the few. Right, so this is EcoLink at BKE. 所以在新加坡仔细看的时候，你会发现到其实是有很多很多非常棒的这个细节的。而且呢，你如果有兴趣买的话呢，其实就可以去帮我们的这个 Jsim Education 那边呢，其实去 WhatsApp 他们的话，就有办法拿到这本书了。I find this is a very good companion in terms of like going around Singapore. You will realize so much that you didn't know about Singapore, and it's all just right in front of our eyes. 在这边的话呢，你可以看到后面还有动物园。Yeah, so if you bring your kids to the zoo, right, there are some like fun facts about the zoo, the night safari, lots of different information. 还有玉郎飞行公园 ，this is the Jurong Bird Park. Yeah. 所以如果说你想要让你的孩子在非常有趣的环境，还有非常有趣的教材下呢，的陪伴下学中文的话呢，还有就是继续对中文产生兴趣的话，我觉得这才是新加坡是非常非常棒的一本书。还有另外附送的就是新加坡旅游手账。So this is actually complimentary lah, right? So complimentary. So yeah, basically,这才是新加坡 and it's amazing, right? So normal price of this, right, is actually about, let me see, close to $35. Right now we're running a live stream promotion of just $30， 才30块钱而已。所以你会拿到这本就是精心设计的，跟 Wally 一起游世界，这才是新加坡版本。然后还有另外一本是旅游手账，所以出门的时候呢，也可以带着旅游手账啊，做一些规划啊。还有到不同的地方打卡的时候呢，都有不同的任务，有挑战清单。So it's very very beautiful， 真的是很漂亮的一本书。然后我觉得最重要的是，我觉得小朋友会喜欢。然后还是就是在新加坡6月假期的时候，当你到小印度。当你到牛车水，当你到滨海花园，你都有故事告诉他们，都有东西给他们学习。So I think it's very beautiful 啦，这才是新加坡。So once again, this is Jsim's contact. Maybe Cecilia we can bring that up once again, for the Jsim contact. Yes. Okay, like and share 了啊。Okay. So, if you have done your like and share, right? What we're gonna do now is to draw out the final winner. 所以我们现在呢，要以不同的方式来 draw 啦。Actually, 我们就以那个 number 的啦 ，number 的比较好玩，对不对 ？number 的比较好玩啊。We're gonna give out another 2 times 1 year of BBC Earth 1 year subscription. So we're gonna give out another 2 sets of 1 year BBC Earth subscription. You remember this fantastic magazine that I introduced just now? So you get 6 copies a year. By the way, if you want to buy BBC Earth magazine for yourself, even if you're not the winner, please contact Jsim Education. Original price is close to 48 something. Right now it's just $45 if you just WhatsApp to Jsim Education. Could you just show Jsim Education's WhatsApp number one more time? Thank you very much. Yes, 我们再给你看多一次啊，所以我觉得都是蛮好玩的啦哈。So to buy, please WhatsApp to 98270872 98270872 98270872。谢谢你陪伴着我们今天的这个 live stream。所以我们今天呢要送出多2份1年。就是我们 BBC Earth 的订阅配套，所以你1年呢会拿到6份。So 1 year you get 6 copies because it's bi-monthly magazine. So what we're gonna do now is basically we're gonna do the same thing, except we're gonna type a different hashtag, right? So basically, right now what we're gonna do is let me see. Okay, Now click the love icon first lah. Click the love icon. Click. Love. Show us some love first lah. You know, for BBC Earth magazine it pains us to give out such a wonderful publication at our own cost. You know. Okay, so what's gonna happen now? If you have already like and share this post from the start, right? What we are gonna do is you type #Jsim. #Jsim. We're gonna look out similarly for 2 winners, the 4th comment and the 25th comment. Since it's 25th of April, you just type #Jsim. We look over the 4th comment and the 25th comment. These persons must be unique winners, right? It cannot be 2 of the same person. I also don't see the point of giving you 2 copies of the exact same thing lah, right? You also don't see the point lah. 用来垫桌子也是太浪费了，这个这么好的杂志，对不对 ？BBC Earth. Once again, comment #Jsim. Right now, if you have already done your like and share, our admin will do a quick check to check whether you have like and share, and this must be unique winners. So we are looking for the 4th comment and the 25th comment. These 2 people are gonna walk away with 1 year subscription of BBC Earth. Now, we do hope that as you comment, right, I just want to recap some of the wonderful details that we have over here. So BBC Earth in Singapore, actually what they cover a lot of different stuff, right? So basically you do have worksheets that accompany the magazine as well. And once you subscribe with Jsim Education, they actually give you the online access. So no paper wastage, no worries about that. So this BBC Earth is also amazing because it covers all 3: science, history, and nature, and written by all renowned experts. So you get all the quality information. Now, I know a lot of people get information online right now, but the issue with online information is that it's not curated, number 1. Number 2 is that it doesn't present a narrative. They are just hard facts, right? Wiki is wiki, right? You don't have a story. So BBC Earth makes the point of packaging each of these wonderful stories about nature, about history, and about science all into one paragraph. Very, very digestible. Perfect as a toilet magazine, honestly. Honestly, because when you come out, right, you can still continue reading one, no problem, right? And also, right now, for 6 issues in a year, this bi-monthly magazine is just going for $45, only for the live stream sale. So you need to contact Jsim Education today, right? The other one is 这才是新加坡。所以所有在场的父母呢，再次跟大家介绍，这是我们的这才是新加坡，这个是那个旅行的书，所以就包含着新加坡记载着很多人文，还有历史，还有他们的不同的科技运用的一些详细的一些解释，还有就是兴趣点啊，然后还有一些打卡的清单等等的。另外附送的是我们的旅行手账，所以是非常好玩的，就跟新加坡你在新加坡呢也可以跟孩子玩一圈，就是在玉兰花园啊，还是你到了那个玉兰飞行公园，还是到了那个我们的 zoo， 我们的那个滨海湾花园，哪里都可以一起玩，所以我觉得很有意思。这个特别在6月假期，非常非常推荐。原价差不多是要35块钱左右，现在是30块钱，只要 contact Jsim Education 就可以了。Okay, so now let's do the final draw of the BBC Earth 1 year subscription. The 4th comment and 25th comment. Come, Cecilia, please do me the favor. Cecilia 辛苦了，一直在那边找 comment， 而且你们真的是一直 comment 现在可能有100个了吧？我们只要找第4个和第25个。The 4th and the 25th comment. The 4th one coming up. Who is it? Oh, Emily Tan Go. 终于单丢力了。Okay, Emily Tan Go. Thank you very much. 1 year subscription. Emily Tan Go. Congratulations. Now, the other one coming up. The other one, the 25th comment. Okay, this one is In Siu. Congratulations. All our winners, remember to WhatsApp to Jsim Education. Now, Cecilia, thank you very much. Could you just flash Jsim Education's page again so that we can, the WhatsApp number, so they know what number to WhatsApp to, all the winners. Yeah, to buy and to claim your gift as well, whether you are intending to buy or you're claiming the gift that you want during the live stream, please WhatsApp to 98270872 and give a big thumbs up to Jsim Education's Facebook page because they are, I think the freebies are really small compared to the value of the education that their publications can give to you. So do not hesitate to subscribe even though you didn't win, because knowledge is more important than freebies, to be honest, right? So yeah, the winners, yes, congratulations, you won BBC Earth Magazine 1 year subscription. There were also some earlier winners that actually won a copy of the magazine. I'd just like to make that discretion, that distinction over here so that everybody's clear. So thank you very much, and of course we would like to thank SBPA for having us over here, and of course once again, right, the World Book Day Book Bazaar
2021 is an effort by Singapore Book Publishers Association, powered by Go Guru. So if you go to bookbazaar.sg, you actually have the virtual book fair with up to 40% off a wide selection of titles. You have 6 virtual halls, you got bookstore, you got event, you got webinar, you got audiobook, you got academy and promotion, all the way until 2nd May. So do not waste this time. Go over to bookbazaar.sg and also give SBPA's Facebook page a big thumbs up as well, because they are doing a great job to promote literacy and great publications and this trademark all over Singapore. So I think it's a great effort that we are all trying to work towards better literacy and better publications, better books for you and I in Singapore as well. So once again, my name is Ching Hong, and of course, thank you to Jsim Education and SBPA for having me. We do hope that you have a wonderful time, and please do consider these 2 fantastic publications, BBC Earth and 这才是新加坡. Thank you very much and enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye. See you.
The Singapore Book Publishers Association is celebrating UNESCO World Book and Copyright Day 2021 on the 23rd of April with a Book Bazaar promotion. The Book Bazaar will be held over a period of 10 days starting from the 23rd of April. This is a virtual book fair accompanied with programs curated for the consumers in mind. You can enjoy our fabulous book promotions, participate in our exciting webinars and book launches. Free audiobook and ebook and books to win is waiting for you. Hurry, visit bookbazaar.sg now.